everybody, Green Ninja Lloyd. I will react to your video on Saturday. Today we are reacting to Thomas Goes to Space. So Green Ninja Lloyd, hang on to your video request because yours is next. And to the person who left this comment saying he felt like a broken record, the video about a volcano, I will react to it hopefully on Monday if I can find it. Please bear with me. I can't promise anything. And for those who are wondering when I'm going to react to Shining Time Station again, I don't know when I'm going to do that again. I've been so busy lately with everything going on, and just it's been hard, especially with new YouTube's new copyright laws with, just for kids and all that. It's been hard, and so, yeah, I will try to see if I can find a way to bring that back. Can't make any promises, though. I can't make any promises. Like I said, I'll get to your requests when I can. Hello, kitty. Yes, my kitty cat is here with me today. He is just sitting here with me. I just got to get him comfortable. I'm in his spot, so he's not happy with me. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? This one will be interesting. How's Thomas gonna go to space?
Thomas the Tank Engine loves working on the railway, but sometimes he often thought what lies beyond the railway line and how different the world looks away from it all.
Sorry, here, Mama.
Even beyond Earth. Do you reckon, he asked the engines one day,
supper time,
that engines can travel beyond the Earth? The other engines thought he was being very silly. It would be nice, sighed Thomas. One day, the Fat Controller came to see him in the yard.
Oh, no.
Thomas, there's going to be a space fair at the big park today, and I want you to...
See, already, that sounds like, no, bad idea, no.
Take the children. A space fair? Gasped Thomas happily. Oh, thank you, sir. At last, a chance to go to space. You're just being silly. It's not really space, Thomas, grumbled Gordon. They're just going to be models of all the planets and ships to give the idea of space. But Thomas just ignored him, and he puffed excitedly away to collect the children at Nafford Station.
No! Why does Gordon
The children all talked at once. They were all excited about the space fair as well. I love everything about space. I can't wait to go there. The children laughed. Thomas in space? Whatever next? When the children were on board, Thomas puffed away to the big park.
He's gonna be so upset.
But when he arrived, he saw the space fair and was sad.
Poor buddy. I just want to give him a hug.
They're just models, he groaned. Of course they are, Thomas, chuckled the driver. I wish it was actual space. Gordon was right. I was being silly.
Oh.
Later, a tour guide came towards him. Why are you sad? She asked. Then Thomas explained everything. The tour guide laughed. I think it's quite impossible to send an engine to space, she said. But I could show you space. Just not in the way you're thinking of.
Aww.
Thomas was puzzled. He was uncoupled from Annie and Clarabelle, and he puffed into the big park. Thomas was amazed by the sight of the exhibit. There were some telescopes, a life-size model of a rocket ship, and models of the planets that make up the solar system. In the middle was the planet Earth. Thomas stopped to have a look. He could see the children marveling at it. See if you can find the island of Sodor, he called out with excitement. So they did. They looked everywhere, until at last one called out, I found it! Everyone laughed and cheered. The guide was having some fun as well and showed Thomas and all the children the life-size models of all the planets. This here is the planet Jupiter. It is the largest planet in our solar system, she explained. It's bigger than all the planets put together. All the children and Thomas were amazed. What's the smallest planet? Thomas asked. The smallest planet is Mercury, Thomas. If we live there, the sky is always black. They saw all the other model planets and the guide talked more about space. You know, if you could ride Thomas to the sun, she said, it would take almost 200 years to get there. 200 years? Asked Thomas. My cold water wouldn't last that long. I would be out of it by then. Soon it was time for lunch, and while the children were planning a picnic, Thomas was parked in the middle of the big park. The guide then explained, "We're going to have a little activity about how all the planets travel around the sun, Thomas," she said. "So I want you to be the sun." "Yes, Mom," he peeped. After the picnic, the children all huddled around Thomas as the various planets in the solar system, and she asked them to rotate around Thomas. The children all laughed while learning how it all worked. So did Thomas. After the demonstration, Thomas and the children all agreed that they had learnt a lot about how the solar system works. They saw the rest of the fair, and the most amazing sight of all, a moon rock, they gasped. After that, it was time for the children to head for home.
Okay, I like how this woman not only helped the children, but helped Thomas. Like, Thomas is like a child himself. He's like a curious little boy. I just had to say that.
Before he left, the tour guide came towards him. "I'm sure you had an enjoyable day, Thomas?" she asked. "Indeed I did, Mom," replied Thomas happily. "It's not possible for me to go to space, but today I felt like that I was. Thank you for today, Mom." And when he returned to the shed that night, he began to dream about what it's like to be in space.
Oh, don't get any ideas. Don't get any ideas. Oh, that was a little cute episode. But again, I think that tour guide was really nice, not only to teach the kids, but to teach Thomas about that as well. Like, I think that was very, very sweet. And again, Thomas is like a little boy. Gordon, I feel like he would be an older big brother. Yes, I read Thomas and Friends fan fictions, and yes, I've read some fan fictions where Gordon and Edward are like big brothers to Thomas, so don't judge me. But yeah, no, it's cute. It's really, really cute. Anyways, I'll see you on the next video, guys. This is KBear101 signing out. Adios, everybody.